Yyyaaooo! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of eXtine Plays with the Portland Burnsiders up against a team called Clan of POOTIS Warriors. Yes, indeedy. Now, the Burnsiders with a slightly different roster for this match. We got Serb on Medic, Stag on Pocket Soldier, and then also the Com, Armboard, and myself. Now, for those of you keeping score, that is indeed 5 players. Yes, that is what we are starting this match with. Our 6th player, Curry, was not able to join the match initially. Now, this is some ESEA issues, although I will say this is probably more our fault because I believe the issue involved Curry not having a Steam ID associated with his account before we went live, before we were getting ready to go. So he was delayed on being able to get in the game. We were not able to get the game started initially. Shout out to our opponents for taking some time and letting us try to deal with that issue. We also were short our other backups, yeah. So their team is Clopes, Simmons, RB, that guy, Rosario VZ, Uber D, Jakawa, and Rich. They are going to have a sub step in at some point. Shout out to Jakawa. We played together on the Portland Pizza Weekend team, and unfortunately did not last too long. Map of the week is Metalworks, and well, let's get it underway. I'm on Demo Man here, and shout out also real quick to our sponsors, EO Reality, for providing us with our Mumble and game servers. Shout out to Mod Mic by Antline Audio, microphone they've given some of our players. And shout out to Games. I'm about to get my hands on some of their wonderful products. I'll be going over that when I get it. So, mid-fight starts out. I am a little slow on this first one. We get shut out, and I cannot walk out. Walk out eventually, and we lose Stag early, and since we are 5v6, we're definitely trying to play it on the cautious side, and we're going to just back up here. It's like, okay, dudes, like, we've already lost a few. I think it's just Armboard and myself, and I commented, Armboard, are you making it out? Nope. Okay. Which, you know, is fine. At least he was honest about it, and, well, I try to contest, but most important is keeping Serbi out. I definitely mistakenly backed up around on the wrong-hand side, and Serbi and I doing a little bit of back and forth of miscommunication there, or mispositioning rather. But I think the right-hand side is the side that we wanted to be on there. I get a little stickies over on the left-hand side slow, and again, my problem just overall with Demo Man is reloading. We pop Uber at decent times in regards to them as well, so we're getting good exchanges. Coming back out here to try to help with the heavy weapons guy, get jacked for ammo or damage there. I did not handle it quite as well as I could have. I'm getting banged up. Serbi's getting banged up as well. We got the flank coming around, but thankfully the heavy weapons guy helping with that. I'm just getting peppered by some scout on my side, getting banged up real good. I moved into the scout, and I should have backed away from the scout. Bad stuff there. Bad. And under a lot of pressure, and we're going to go down. So there you have it. And definitely, you know, unfortunate stuff for us. We were disappointed in having to run this 5v6, like I said before. But, you know, we are missing 3 out of our 4 people that could have been around for this. And once again, just kind of, that also led to us not being able to scrim this map in the warm-up. So even just some of my rollouts were kind of sketchy because I know this map, I've played this map before, even as a Demo Man, but just wasn't very well executed. So we get pretty well stuffed here in the beginning of this. Starting to come back out here. We do get Jakawa with good communication, but I just can't get healed up fast enough. Once again, you can see our last player, Currybra, trying to join in here. He's going to get denied again. Serbi gets stabbed down, and we're certainly dire circumstances. Stag's going to jump out here, trying to get the medic, do what he can, but pretty easily contained there. And I switch weapons a few times and have to check which ones I'm on. So I am on Scottish Resistance here. This is what I wanted. Now, I am a proponent of Scottish Resistance, but it is still a trash weapon in a lot of ways. Here in this circumstance, I knew that I was going to have a lot of time to set up traps. And that's part of the reason why I went SR here. And unfortunately, though, stab, double stab, triple stab! Oh my god, Uber D, what are you doing for us? Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize he got a 4K there. Throw that on a top 10 plays of the month. See a kid indeed. SR, SL, really no difference there. Certainly would have liked to hit my jumps a little bit better. We've already talked about that though. And if anything, it'd be a good example of you kids to learn how to jump better. Demo Man is rough because it does come down to jumps. I called the medic out, or say the Demo Man out again where he is. We put early pressure on him and pick him out. So I was happy about that result. We see the spy lurking around as well. So we call him out and we're keeping eyes on him in lobby behind us while still pushing forward. Just scout medic here, and we get some cleanup there. So pretty happy about that. Soliger behind, other players behind. And I'm going to lurk through it, but this scout gets on me and taken out. That one was kind of a bummer, but you know, certainly I could have played that a little bit tighter or better. Rosario played a pretty solid game for sure. Definitely got some good frags throughout. So we're just going to post up here, and I think one thing to point out here, this is a situation where I called, I was like, you guys need to wait for me. And I think we got a little wrapped up in planning, and they didn't realize I wasn't with them yet, and we still pushed in a little bit early. And sometimes it is good to push in ahead of your respawns, just in the sense of then your respawns like coming to the fight late with like full health, but like I really needed to be in here fighting, and then there was just no opportunity to like turn around and get me heals. So I get good damage to shut off the door, and then this guy, that guy comes around 2K. We also lose Serb to Rosario at the same time, so I was a little disappointed there, just in the sense that I felt like if we had waited that extra like beat to make sure that I was in, and that we were actually like a solid 5, we would have had better heals and better fight potential there. And then it just starts slipping downhill, you know, and if you're 5v6 and you keep the momentum rolling and you're getting frags, I mean, then you're never really fighting against 6 people, because you're just continuing to get kills and push things forward. But anytime you lose one person, it just gets way worse for you, you know. If you look at things at just like a percentage game, you know, 5v6, how much of a percentage are you at a disadvantage? 4v5, how much of a percentage are you at a disadvantage? You know, 2v3, and it just gets worse, you know, the smaller you get, you know, how much an advantage they have with more players. Now, I just poke forward a little bit. I don't want to get too far away from Serbi. Just get a little bit of poke with pipes. We lose Stag, but we're still just trying to keep our spacing. Trying to learn lessons from this that we can apply to our next match. Something we'll notice a little bit more later, but Yyyaaooo, when he was playing defensive Demo Man, liked to kind of focus on the tunnel area. There's somebody behind us, and they come in with crits on alley side. Very nice play there. I get disconnected here. I think I was pretty much caught out. Serb got killed kind of backing up from behind us anyway, so lost a lot of people there and got put in a tough spot. Stag picks up a kill on Rosario towards the end of that, and then gets taken down. And they're already in on last as well, unfortunately. I was definitely a little bit slow rounding the corner there to get out and get on point, but they just crushed us anyways. And we just pretty much ready up right away. You know, 5v6, not a whole lot you can say about that. Definitely, I talked about this, just the communication, but tough. You know, we did we could, hanging in there, and well, we're all readied up again. So we're getting this second half started. One player short again, and now this time we're on blue. So. And at least already off to the start of a better rollout. Watched a couple rollout videos beforehand to give myself some help, but definitely did not learn enough. Even that last skip jump is really unnecessary, especially with just how slow I was already, but I do beat him out early and get good damage on him. Calling him out, call out his rotation in. Was pretty happy with that pipe on that guy. And then get a couple rollers over. My balance of rollers to reloading stickies is definitely just generally off. sure I could work on it a lot better. That goes well. We win the mid fight. It's like, okay, sweet. You know, we'll take it with 5. Let's get posted up. The call too was already out there about the spy coming around as scout, so that's what we were looking for him quite a bit. Start trying to poke. I want to go through with this real early, real quickly, and we're kind of slow getting out here, and we are finally out, and we do cut off the soldier pretty easily, and I get the kill on Simmons on the direct hit. And the soldier behind us, though, doesn't really get picked up. Scout comes in, we just pressured into using. There's so many players around us, and we definitely had some issues in this match. I mean, you know, we switched kind of like both of our soldiers in a sense, because Stag switched from, you know, roamer to pocket, which is a big change, and then our scout on board switched over to roaming soldier. Oh, yeah, sorry, I think that was my cat. So we're pushing in here and getting pretty aggressive. We got a player on last, charging in here, but man, get direct hit before I kill him. 1 life left on that guy. Unfortunate with that. And we're pushing forward here. There was a few times that we had some kind of communication issues. I think maybe here was an issue where I was communicating to back up for a second, and then I saw that armboard and server still fighting, and I regretted saying what I said. Because Serbian and armboard could have maybe fought that out and won, and I know that if I was medic, I would have liked to know whether my scout needed help and whether there was a chance for us to aggressively win the round there. And there's another position that I'll point out where instead of myself making the missed call, it's the comm, who usually is the one with perfect communications for us, who kind of makes a bit of a miscomm in terms of where our team should be. But we'll go over that when we get there. So I'm on the alley side. There's a lot of them there. I see the medic over there call for help a little bit, but still just in a weird spot. And our team's having issues. Or just we weren't really well positioned there. We were a lot in elbow, and I think I was really the only one there on flank side. It's always tough when you have 5. You're just a little bit more spread out. Our opponent's, you know, playing with us a little bit with pyro and direct hit. That does just give them some safety and security, and I don't mind the unusual weapons. You know, whatever a team wants to do in the circumstances, I'm just looking to win. I don't really care what they do. So they're going to look to come out from lower. I call that out. We do get our soldier rotating around, and decent damage to kill that guy. Serbi does survive as well. We have an Uber exchange in the rollout hallway here. I get flanked as well, and then tagged with that direct hit, which was a good shot. Simmons definitely was crushing us with direct hit, which certainly is a weapon. I mean, if you hit that damage, you're going to get results from it. Stag rotating back a bit, and then reconnects with our medic, and they're backing up. And I was at least considering going Scottish Resistance there, but pull out Sticky Launcher again. Just really like this Scottish Resistance for its area denial. No idea where Simmons came from there. He must have been behind us for a while. You know, that he got behind us on that mid-fight, and then as we were backing up, he just got further and further behind us. I don't think he walked from underneath or alleyway, but we definitely were surprised that he came in when he did. When lose arm board, which definitely, you know, 5 players, oh man. So we have to play defensive here. We're trying to urge him back. Serbi does get on point in a fine position, trying to clear out these players, but an unfortunate stab. Totally over aim my second pipe, which was disappointing. But you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. You want to be on camera, honey?
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
And so I think we're losing. Yeah, we're losing second here, and about to spawn up. I do go Scottish Resistance, I believe. Let's see. What do I got here? Yes, indeedy. So Scottish Resistance. The perk of this, of course, is that you can have 14 stickies, as well as you can keep multiple traps up at once. So I'm going to spread a couple different traps on multiple exit points or entrance points. Some on the shutter, 3 right there. And the trick here is to make sure that what you pop, you're only controlling really what you need to. You know, I can pop either the door, the shutter, or that right-hand flank if we need to. I got 5 over there. Trying to get some other on the other hand side. I got all 14 up. The other trick is if you know what you deaded are set first, you can just dead them one at a time. And oh, I get the double kill. Rosario and the medic. So a nice pick up there, but unfortunately that is it for my Scottish Resistance trickery. Probably about the highlight of the Scottish Resistance as well. And they didn't even really, you know, I mean, that was just an SR trap. That was a nice trap, you know, that was fine. Definitely part of the deal with the Scottish Resistance is just that people are conditioned to see once they see stickies pop, they just move in immediately afterwards. So, you know, being able to trap one trap, then have another trap after that, or to be able to have a trap on point while, you know, another trap, or you're fighting with your other traps, can be very helpful. Serbia is about to come up again, so I'm just hanging out waiting for him. Get a few more traps out there. No connection with either of those traps. Probably should have a mix of traps outside the door and inside the door. I thought maybe I had some people coming in there. Do get some damage with that trap while enabling the rest of my traps, but the scout, you know, you just really don't have, you know, any close range protection with Scottish Resistance. So I switched launchers, you know, for rollout, make sure that I'm good to go again here. And the Burnsiders are down 4 rounds. 4-0 with 22:38 left in the half. And we're gonna go, you know, focusing on our rollout again. That was just bad. So I'm like, oh shit, might as well just roll out Valley side. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. Looking at this again now, it's just terrible. I think since we were so slow, I just wanted to meet up with our medic in elbow over here. That just was honestly was really bad rollout, and then I die. But there was some good news. We got Currybra on the team, joined up. So we got 80% Uber. We got Serbia out safely, and all of a sudden the Burnsiders are feeling jazzed up. We got a full 6 roster, and all of a sudden there's hype. The hype is in the building. And I'm just going to roll out to this right-hand side, lobby side, you know. Pushing forward a little bit as they're getting pressure on the point. Unfortunately, the flank coming around, Simmons gets a good kill on us. But we're like, oh wait, we actually got really good frags here. Scout going for the flank. I don't get good damage on him, but Currybra turns around and gets a kill on Uber D. Arrow is coming out as well. This time I actually grab the health back and then jump forward. Novel concept. We see their demo man sticking around. I think this might have been what I alluded to before, where the comm is really calling us back. I don't pull up the scoreboard, but they didn't really have that many players up. And we were getting called back, and I'm like, I think Stag and I already, you know, like before this, were like, no, we need to be forward. And by about this time, the rest of our team has realized what the call was, that the call was correct. We had plenty of space to work with, and there we go, we get the capture, and the rest of our team is back up with us. So now you can see we have 6. We have control middle, and we have 6 people. So we are pretty happy about this. I am low on ammo. It's starting to be a little bit concerned for me, but I do just want to push in. I see the medic. I'm going to get a little bit of damage on him there, as well as damage on the other players, but I'm also running out of ammo, so. So I'm just going to rotate back, grab this ammo, find maybe the other ammo as well in rollout here. Still don't quite know where they are. Find some and roll out here. We want to go through here and Yyyaaooo down low. I think this was something that we could have exploited a little bit more. And here I do kind of cut out Yyyaaooo, get a kill on him. So I communicate, okay, let's go forward. Let's push in. I want to join up from down below. Scout is in here, but I also have help with our soldier and the other scout here. But Rosario does get down armboard. I get a nice flash from Serbia. I very much appreciated that. I think about jumping up, and then I'm like, no, I don't really have too much of a health here. So I push forward a little bit. They got players on the shutter there. We're backing up a little bit. And the scout gets piped down in the face. Now I think here might be an issue that we have coming up with Serbi, but Serbi has incomplete information. So from my perspective, I see this. I see this soldier backing up, and I'm like, cool, we're kosher, we're cool, and we're groovy. I might be thinking of another circumstance a little bit later, but there's a circumstance coming up where we're on this left-hand side, and we see some scouts, and there's kind of the medic positioning. But yeah, that's something else I'm talking about. It'll be up later. So we're going to push forward here. I unfortunately just... yeah, 0 dings. I think I even pulled that maybe we need to back up here because I'm just like, dude, I don't know. Arm board has gone in, but we have the rest of our team back behind us. And there's still some thought about maybe going in with this, but, you know, there's no pick. We lost our soldier, so... just trying to keep tabs on where they are and be ready to go. Calling a few of our players to make sure to keep tabs on, you know, lower, underneath. And then the scout comes in. We unfortunately have to use there. Serbi, once he gets tagged for that first one, goes into the red. Pretty understandable. I get a nice sticky on that guy right at his feet. Trying to push into support here. And we just don't quite get really a full follow-up. The scout's in there battling, but we didn't really have the force of the scout soldiers with us, or the, you know, everybody working together there. I also then just pushed in on the side there trying to follow up, but I'm not sure if Stag, I think Stag maybe was just coming back from the spawn, so we didn't really have our full composition there. As we mentioned, you know, Stag, definitely, I mean, he's our roamer, so he's not quite used to certain pacing circumstances. So pushing out here, I think this is the circumstance I was alluding to earlier. So I pushed through here with Serbi behind me and our scout to the left, and I want Serbi on me, and then I want him staying towards the left here. And he follows our scout towards the right. The scout comes from nowhere, and we just get totally isolated and screwed. And I mean, it just takes us so long to get out here and kill that scout, which is our problem. I want to back that out, and it was just one of those things that overall, I don't know, just this map and medic positioning. You know, the right-hand side, he's like very, 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 very vulnerable. The left-hand side of the point there, there's a few other ways that people can get in towards him. And he, I don't know. It was just unfortunate for us to lose the medic there. I mean, me and the scout could have killed that other scout a lot faster. But it was just one of those circumstances where I was frustrated because I felt like, you know, as a team, it was me, the medic, and the scout on point. And I felt like we really didn't need to leave from there, in the sense of like be so scattered that we couldn't protect our medic. And I think that's, you know, I said something to Serbi about that positioning, but it also was Serbi and the scout, you know, together. I mean, I'm sure not faultless. I'm sure some demo mans could tell me maybe I should have been better positioned, but I don't know. Anyways, we're getting reset, wanting to go back in here once we're ready. We're keeping tabs on them and just trying to find good lockouts and good positioning here. We're going to end up with charge here shortly. Feeling ready to go. Taking our time. Definitely just trying to play nice and disciplined. Stag gets a little separated, which is unfortunate. You know, roamer pocket disconnect and medic. I mean, just, you know, medic combo pocket issues with, you know, new people in those positions. And I get some damage on him, but the awkward back out and then no pipes to help me stuff him back. And we just end up, yeah, losing a lot in that fade, and that was very unfortunate. But, oh my god, look at that, John the Calm with a huge back cap, giving us a round. Count it. Not quite sure how we got behind there, but excellent job. And 15 rounds, we need 3 rounds to tie. Okay. Burnsiders feel fairly good about that. And, except for that last sticky, I had a pretty good rollout. And don't get any damage on the Demo Man or anybody. But, nice pipe on that soldier. Trying to find some other pipes or stickies to hit out here. Do get some good damage there. What are you doing, Cat? Just trying to get comfy. But, you know, still, nonetheless, Burnsiders, we end up, you know, our aggression, our positioning, our ability to stay alive does end up giving us the point. So pretty happy about that. We want to push forward here, try to find what we can do here. But we're also just a little indecisive. We were set on one way of playing. We almost should have maybe played with Armboard as pocket and Stag staying as roamer. But kind of one of those situations we made a decision, and once you kind of make your decision, sometimes it's hard to, you know, open your mind, realize that you made a mistake, and make an adjustment. That's definitely maybe what we should have done, but we also, you know, we were committed. We were in the midst of the process. I come over to Alleyway to maybe get a health pack, but there is no pack. Did not realize that we were in. I think that was one that we kind of miscommunicated on. I mean, I was under healthy, but at the same time, it's just, you know, getting people in, getting people involved in the fight. Krabraw finishes off Clopes, which is awesome because I got some nice damage on him. Wasn't able to get the kill, and then, you know, at least we get the constellation kill on the medic. That's pretty important in that circumstance. So, give us a bit of an advantage. So we're gonna get our heals. Curry does a good job of getting back towards 3. We're gonna try and get ready to go here. Of course, have to post up defensively. Make sure that we maintain middle first. First and foremost. So just posting up for now. Playing the waiting game. 85% charge though, so we don't have to wait too long. Trying to find some sort of opening, whether it's Jackawa down low or one of the soldiers. Seems like soldier scout on left side. I got back because I was pretty isolated here. Rotate in, and Serb goes down, and I don't even know what was happening there. Again, whether we were fighting and used Ubercharge, or whether we just had a drop there. I don't think I heard a sizzle, but definitely seemed like we had some sort of engagement there that I was not involved in, and just kind of a miscommunication there. So we concede second, but we do get a bunch of forward spawns here. And at the same time, I was kind of confused why we ended up not really holding second as much. But we do get players out here now, more involved. See them on rollout, somebody on alley. Just hit the one sticky on him. They come out with charge and start to back up. I like that last sticky I had just right at the gate of that door. To stop that scout from entering. Figure he's coming from behind. I think I called him out, though. I start moving forward. We do get Uber D behind us. Other scout lurking in, and nice pipe sticky combo on Rosario to take out Rosario. And we get on middle point. Gonna be able to get a capture on here, no problem. And Serbi itched his nose and then popped Uber charge, which is the worst. It's terrible, terrible, terrible things. And you just go to scratch yourself, drink some water, something, reach down and hit that wrong button. So Uber D goes down. I take a lot of damage there, but I'm going to land back down on the pack here. And we got pretty good damage, but not quite, you know, any entry kills or anything that can really open us up. Trying to get on Jackawa still. Rotating Valley down low. About 70 damage on the demo. Soldier on the left with another player. And then rotate it back around. So, really just that poking, waiting game. As we're getting close to charge as well. Jackawa ends up getting kind of caught out. Trades with Stag. And Jackawa heads out. That's the last we'll see of Jackawa. I get taken out. We were calling to go there. And again, I think that's just some of the disconnect of having, you know, not our regular pocket with us. Because we were just like a little bit late going in there. And I think that if we'd been more aggressive going in there, then, you know, the soldier would have been fighting with me when that scout had been in my face. we would have had better heals. I took 2 shots from that scout and went down to like 19 health. Yeah, I got totally blown up there. So then we have a pause here by them. I'm gonna fast forward through this pause. Yyyaaooo did have a schedule restriction, and then he had to take off. But we were glad that they were patient with us earlier in the match and took their time with us. Definitely appreciative of their patience. Looking around for water, but I'm out of luck. Want to give a shout out to Ground Control and their expansion in Portland, Oregon. Always doing cool stuff in Portland. Also want to give a shout out to Rose City Rumble. It's going to be sponsored by sponsored by 24th and Meatballs. We're giving away $20 gift certificates for both of the main tournaments winners, and then $10 in second place. And that tournament will be streamed by Chaos Gaming, which is a Seattle-based streamer who helps out the scene. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our unpaused WWW2. Had chat going there for a second. I was like, why am I not moving? Rosario gets a double kill. In the meantime, Burnsiders trying to recover. And we are going to get this second point, it seems. Blocking off the right shutter from that lobby. And we're going to be able to move out here. At least check out lobby, see what's going on. The waiting game. Lobby's pretty safe. Now we have our scouts and our 6th player. We're like, okay, cool. We can do what we want now. Uber charge, everything ready to go. So here we come out on the bridge. I get a good Uber on me. Trips and flash. Good damage as well. No kills in the beginning of this, which was really surprising to me. Hit a nice pipe to start that once things faded, but wasn't able to finish it. Armboard out here. We are still battling. Armboard down to 3. Running away. The Calm, I think, was out there fighting. Unless that was Currybra. But that offensive push has stuttered and stopped. So we're going to try to push out here. Again, get reset up here. Their players buffed. Time's starting to wear a little bit tighter. But there's still hope right now. Still technically possible. Just need those rounds quick. We push forward in pretty aggressively here. I get on the point. Soldier from the left, though, coming in to kill me. He's pretty banged up. They get a reflect kill. It's Serbian here and Currybra fighting. And Currybra gets on the point. Serbi gets the saw and the second. Gets the kill. GR. Burnsiders on the board again. The score 4-2 with 7:07 on the clock. So that is a technical possibility. You just need to play fast and aggressive, though, is part of the conditions of that. We're going to jump up and try to get aggro here. Definitely slightly on the slow side here. And my beginning damage is pretty terrible. Get piped down eventually as well. We're getting a few other results, though, as we trade Cloaks now on Soldier for Serbi. Not sure who then is Medic for him. Switched a few classes around. On board the sole survivor of that. And then he goes down. So we're going to post up on second. So you know what? Just hold on to what we can. See them on roll. The crits early. Ouch. That was a tough one to eat. It was a pretty good shot with it. Should have anticipated the crits. But tough to deal with. We were close to Uber charge there. So I'm going to come back out here on last. Try to get some stickies forward before things really wrap up. Cover for the comm as well. Get one good sticky on the medic, which is nice. A little bit more action coming in. I'm getting pressured though, and that was definitely way too easy, way too far forward on the right-hand side. Should not be going down like that as Demo Man. And there we go, John. He was pretty far forward as well. So here comes Stickies. But Armboard over the top. Fending things off pretty solidly. They have a couple players forward, but Burnsiders rallying right now. But the time's on the point. Yeah, times 3, times 4. Just captured too fast for me to swing around there, and I thought I would still have some time to get around there. Unfortunately, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The POOTIS Warriors, clan of POOTIS Warriors, wins 5-2 against the Portland Burnsiders. So that was a tough one. I mean, we were feeling real good once we had 6, and you know, we were up from that point 2-1. We're playing another team later this week that we scrim against a fair amount, and we're hoping that we get a good result again against them. I think we feel like we have good odds. We were sad about this one because we were pretty much at that threshold where if we won out, we definitely might have ended up with a playoff berth, but I don't think that was going to be the case with the might not be the case now with these circumstances. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll have another video from Metalworks coming up when we play our second match this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am eXtine. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out!